Grandmaster Nightfalls are one of, if not the most rewarding activity in Destiny. From adept ciphers to exotic armor, this is a must-play activity. But for newer and less serious players, this shit is hard. The enemies have the highest health across all content, hit way harder, and you have way more champions to deal with. So today we're going to go over the top 3 things all players need to do in Grandmaster Nightfalls to get those precious adept weapons. Let's jump right into it. Number 1. Prioritize red bars, then champions and bosses. The formula for a Grandmaster Nightfall is a few champions, or a boss, with a load of ads. A lot of the time, you and your teammates will get tunnel vision on a champion, allowing for the red bars to run rampant. It's insane how many times you can get wiped in a room with one champion and just a few ads, because ads are going to be flanking or sniping you. And have you ever been hit by a scion in Grandmaster? That's like 80% of your health in one chunk. So to avoid this, you're going to want to take care of as many ads as feasible before you worry about the big baddie. Think of this like blue and tower defense. Sure, you could have all your towers on strong, targeting that one BFB, but then you will constantly die to pink balloons. So setting your towers to different targeting will help you stay on top of the BFB while also cleaning up the pink balloons to stay alive. Or in Destiny terms, 1 or 2 people clearing ads while the other keeps the champion stunned and the major busy. Champions will require your whole team's focus more times than not, so taking care of ads first allows you to laser the champion as a team. Number 2. Follow the modifiers. Every week the GM Nightfall will have a set of modifiers that range from damage boost to having your enemy throw a ton more grenades. If you spend 3 minutes before you launch in just reading over these modifiers and double checking your loadout, you'll be much better off. Arguably, the most important modifier is the champions you'll be facing. I cannot stress this enough. Always have at least one champion stun, ideally both, and make sure your team can stun both types. You will not beat a Nightfall if your team cannot stun the champions. Don't be the one guy with no champion mods hiding because you can't stun the champ to res your teammates. And don't forget, 90% of these modifiers will be working against you. Having the enemies drop grenades and spawn puddles of fire when they die will absolutely destroy you. So double checking these modifiers will let you think twice before going in for that melee kill. Another common modifier is a threat modifier. That will give your enemies their own type of surge. So if you're wondering why you're getting one shot by that stupid Cabal Interceptor over and over again, it's because he has a solar surge. You can equip some kind of damage resist mods against whatever the threat is, but if it's already one-shotting you, it's probably going to keep one-shotting you. Then you have the Grandmaster specialty. It sends you to orbit once your whole team dies. But other than that, the only mods that will benefit you are going to be the surges and overcharged weapons. So try to do what you can to squeeze the surge mods or subclass into your loadout, because a 25% damage boost to solar will make it worth your time alone to lean into a solar weapon. Then you can throw in 2 solar surge mods, and then these damage boosts alone will make it feel like your weapon's on level. Same thing applies if you can match your subclass, but always remember to double check the modifiers. And lastly, number 3, Plop. Plop stands for play like a The best way to survive all the way through a GM is to play like the biggest coward. Always ask yourself, am I being a coward? And if the answer is yes, you are doing it right. Let's go over a scenario so you can understand what I mean. You are running directly at a champion to get a melee kill. In this scenario, ask yourself, am I being a coward? In this instance, you're running directly at a champion, so that will be a no. Then go to the next step. Do I have the Conqueror's title? You are watching this video right now, so that's probably also a no. Now lastly, you're gonna make a different decision until you answer yes to step 1. Feel free to print this out and tape it on your wall. I promise you, your teammates will be much happier with someone that is in the furthest corner sniping than someone going for hammer kills in the middle of the map. I don't have this on here to be a bully. 90% of my deaths in GMs are from me being way too aggressive or thinking I can hold an angle for just a little bit longer. But if I just played like an absolute coward, I would have survived. Doing these 3 things will increase your odds of surviving your next Grandmaster tenfold. Thank you so much for watching. See ya.